Let's get back to some more music news.
Pianist Stephen Buse returned to Corvallis last week for a pair of concerts, including a return date to the Corvallis OSU Symphony Orchestra. According to Mike Inley of the Gazette-Times, this past Wednesday, Buse joined the symphony to perform Sergei Prokofiev Second Piano Concerto, a piece that the composer believed borders on the impossible to play. Buse's Corvallis journey included other stops, including an appearance in the musical class at Jefferson Elementary School and a master class in discussion for OSU students. Buse grew up listening to his mother play piano, and when he himself started playing the instrument, it stuck like a fire inside him. He claims there was a mystery to the piano that he was continually curious about. The obsession led Buse to his first appearance with an orchestra at age 9 and a career that has included numerous victories, competitions, and concert appearances around the world. If the initial obsession is still mysterious, Buse is clear about what keeps him working with the piano. Quote, "Today is an amazing music that was written for the piano," end quote. And that inspiration has led him a long way. If you missed Buse during his trip back to Corvallis, be sure to check out his websites for photos, recordings, and more.
Get ready to move your dancing feet because the Portland Jazz Festival is bringing Latin musical artist Pancho Sanchez to the Crystal Ballroom tonight at 9:30. The event is called Latin Jazz Dance Party, and one can only assume that it will be an excellent mix of both. Sanchez earned a Grammy nomination this year for his album entitled Psychedelic Blues, and also won a Grammy in 2000 for Latin Soul, which was Sanchez's second Grammy win. According to Mark Neiman Ross of Oregon Music News, although Sanchez was originally a guitar player, percussion became his passion. He rose to fame at just 23 years old when he joined the Latin Jazz Ensemble in 1975, which eventually led to a collaboration with Tower of Power. If you're looking to spice up your night and let your hair down, then be sure to come out to the Crystal Ballroom tonight and hear Pancho Sanchez for yourself.
Haven't gotten your tickets for Sasquatch 2011 yet? Well, too bad, because all of the 100,000 tickets for this year's festival have been sold out. That's right, sold out. According to Ernest Jasmine of the News Tribune, this marks the earliest the Memorial Day Weekend Music Festival has sold out in the first decade round. If you weren't lucky enough to get a ticket, you can still get excited for the four-day event, which will run from May 27th until May 30th at the Gorge Amphitheater, and this year will be featuring acts. Will be Death Cab for Cutie, Foo Fighters, Modest Mouse, and the Flaming Lips, Wilco, and many more on the main stage.
Who says that as an artist you have to stick to only one type of music and one single identity? In fact, Tom Shimura, who has been known on stage as Lyrics Born for about 2 decades now, believes quite the opposite. As said by the Bay Area artist himself, it's his insatiable boredom that leads Shimura to reinvent himself as a musician, not just between albums, but also between songs as well. While mostly known as one of the leading rappers in the Bay Area hip-hop scene, Tom and his band gave his fans something new when they performed electro rock funk tracks from their latest record, As You Were, at Winterfest this last Saturday. The album contains a heavily electronic pulse, but also incorporates plenty of live percussion and a soulful groove that underlies most of the tracks. According to Mike Bookie of The Source Weekly, Shimura has always resided a long way from the hip-hop mainstream and made a career out of pulling in different sounds into his repertoire. His solo albums follow many successful years as half of the rap group Latyrix that he founded with Latif the Truth Speaker, the superpowered lyricist with whom he continues to collaborate. If Shimura doesn't have enough diversity in his talents, he also contributes his voice to cartoon programs and has been featured on several Cartoon Network promo spots, including intros for the wildly popular Star Wars Clone Wars. Be on the lookout for Tom and Lyrics Born to surprise the world with something new yet again in the near future.
A slew of high-profile stars gathered in Los Angeles recently for the Musicares Gala, not only to honor music veteran Barbra Streisand for her contribution to the entertainment industry, but to voice their concerns regarding music education in the public education system. Leanne Rimes told Fox that there was research that shows that kids involved in music do much better with all kinds of schoolwork, as well as their overall creativity and focus, which is why it is so important to bring music back to the schools. A recent study found that high school students with more access to art courses did better at reading, science, writing, regardless of their background's socioeconomic status. Singer and songwriter Elvis Costello said if the government continues to slash arts fundings for school, America as a whole will suffer. And Seal believes that without music in our culture, we will all die. Although the revival of the music in schools will be a long process, it is definitely worth it in the long run.
It has recently been announced that German metal band Rammstein will be headlining at the Tacoma Dome on May 15th of this year. According to Ernest Jasmine of the News Tribune, the band will launch its non-stop North American tour on May 5th in New York, and tickets for the Tacoma show will go on sale at 10 a.m. on February 26th, though prices have not yet been made available. Although Rammstein's songs are usually in German, they have also performed songs entirely or partially in other languages, such as English, Spanish, French, and Russian. The group formed in 1994 and since then has had no changes to the band lineup and no members have left the band. They must have got it right the first time then, because as of 2009, the band had sold over 15 million records worldwide, and that number just keeps on growing. Additionally, Rammstein has also become known for their crazy live shows, which include amazing pyrotechnics and other special effects. Don't miss your chance to see these German rockers right here in the US.
Break up songs with gorgeous atmospherics and plucky piano with drifts of dreamlike noise. Welcome to Yo La Tengo, the quintessential indie rock band that somewhat quietly has been making music for the past 25 years, with more talent between the members than any three people have the right to. According to Vanessa Salvia of the Eugene Weekly, the home ground of Yo La Tengo in Hoboken, New Jersey, what inspired husband and wife duo Ira Kaplan and Georgia Hubley to make music. They found each other in the early 80s through a mutual love of record stores and New York Mets. After some initial shakeups with personnel, bassist and vocalist James McNew joined 19 years ago. Their 12th album, Popular Songs, came out in 2009 and is full of songs that they can take familiar sounds and do something expected with them. Though Yo La Tengo is tour regularly, it is their first time playing in Eugene last Sunday. For this roughly 2-month tour, Yo La Tengo are playing 2 sets of music, the first to be determined by a spinning wheel. They've prepared one of 8 different sets of music for whatever fortune or fate is revealed. It may be cover songs, songs with people's names in them, or songs starting with the letter S. With this intriguing twist on things, Yo La Tengo is definitely one band you won't want to miss out on.
Google is on an advertising blitz, and I'm sure you've seen the Google Hot Pot billboards all over town and on bus shelters, plus streaming ads all over the internet. Continuing the promotion of Hot Pot in Portland, Google has announced the best ever concert series starting on February 28th with the Thermals and Lifesavas at Oaks Park Skating Rink. The following week will feature Red Fang and the Builders and the Butchers on March 3rd on board the Portland Spirit, and we'll wrap up with the Dandy Warhols, Typhoon, and Ila Bamba at the University Chapel on March 10th. How do I get into one of these shows, you may ask? Well, according to Oregon Music News, the shows are free and open to all ages, but you have to show up with a special wristband they'll be given out at specific times at various locations throughout the city. You can log on to Google Maps and search Best Ever Concert in Portland, or follow @HotPotPDX on Twitter for more information on the Best Ever Concert series. Well, that's all the music news we've got for you this week.
But stay tuned for Locals Live and more music videos.
See you next week.